There was a new social media app that is sweeping college campuses across the country. That app goes by the name of Yik Yak. The new app lets a user post a 200-character message, also called a yak. Then the yak can either be praised or disliked by using a set of arrows at the right of the screen. The app has two features that make it different from other social media sites. One being that a user can only see yaks that are coming from within a 10-mile radius around a certain community, and the other is that there is no identity that is associated with your post. And most often, those communities are centered around a college campus. Here at Northwest, Yik Yak is alive and well. Some have wondered if Yik Yak is a positive or negative influence on this community.
Yik Yak is this, just shows like whatever people are really thinking, what's really on people's minds, and that's what the culture is. I like the fact that you can speak your mind on there without anyone really having to judge you because it's anonymous. There's no fear. There's nothing holding you back from posting anything you want.
I think it depends on how you look at it and how you take it. I think it's positive because it helps people, realize what things go on in college or what happens in other people's lives. I also think it's potentially threatening because maybe people will say something where us as young adults still sort of developing will think that that's how we should act or what college should be like.
With great power comes great responsibility, so it's all on how you use it. I would say generally it's more negative just because people can say whatever they want.
Yik Yak has also fallen victim to the new problem in social media called cyberbullying. The fact that the app is anonymous and based within a small group of people begs the question if these features that make the app so unique also contribute to a negative user experience.
And it can be gossipy just because I can say something I know about a POW person, they won't even know that I said it, or vice versa. They could say something about me and Cody, and everybody knows, but nobody knows who said it.
I guess it has room for bullying and people picking on each other, but I haven't seen very much of that.
Well, I feel like Yik Yak does a good job of monitoring cyberbullying, and they really remove posts that are attacking others really quickly. The post might not even seem like it's harming anyone, but it does, and Yik Yak does a good job taking care of those problems, I think.
Cyberbullying is a new kind of problem that this tech-savvy generation will have to deal with. Cyberbullying not only affects the quality of life for the victim involved, but can also affect the quality of an aspiring student's schoolwork.
Especially if everyone's posting on Yik Yak about you and saying bad stuff, it might not want you to leave your dorm room or go to class the next day, and it definitely affect your learning.
It kind of makes me kind of mad to see people hiding behind technology or the internet to bully others. I think like you see people dropping out of school all the time because they're being bullied or having to stay home from classes because they're afraid to get bullied, and like you don't need that kind of stress when you're already when you're trying to learn, because that's already stressful enough, especially being a college student. It's just like extra stress that college students don't need, any students for that matter.
And it's not their business, but I mean, they're going to talk about it. People are going to talk about it. So I think it's almost inevitable to avoid, but I think if you kind of take a step back and if you're writing those comments, you should see how, what you're writing, and if people really need to know about it, because it's not your business, it's not their business.
Remember to have fun and be courteous while riding the yak. For Trapper News, this is Mitch Lackey.